I'll start off fairly easy and read out a few notes that I did receive. The first one from Mickey Gannon, that's Michael Gannon, a friend of ours married in Australia. And he sent over a message along with his wife Tracy and their son Kieran to dear Trevor and Deirdre, wishing you both a lifetime of love, luck and laughter. Remember that today is not about finding the person you can live with for the rest of your life. It's about finding the person you can't live your life without. Yeah. That's what Tracy thinks anyway. That's the smack of something that has come out of a card. Another one here. He's a lot bigger than me. There's another one here from a chap called Finny, no doubt. He'd be our local architect. He's not here, unfortunately, because I think actually he could be deported. Brother Damien is here, and Finian sent an email to Damien because he didn't trust the old telegrams. And Damien passed it on to me, and I have to emphasise this is from Finian, and I passed it through Trevor for his approval. And it says, Dear Trevor, what I never thought I would see today. The baby-faced assassin has finally been brought to justice with a life sentence. Here's a fellow that is trying to congratulate him, you know. However, I have no doubts that your lovely new wife, Deirdre, will be able to put manners on you and follow in Lil's footsteps with a good belt of Joe's drumsticks on the arse if you ever begin this game. The killing hasn't even started. Watch the cake. Sincerely, I wish to both of you a great future and look forward to seeing both of you in the near future. I said I will keep this short. The very best of luck, Finian, aka Flacco. The difficulty I'm in now is I'm running out of things to say because Joe touched on the sport and Michael touched on all the redeeming features of Trevor, so I'm going to be scraping the barrel now, and the problem there is that I'm running a very thin line. Some of you might find it funny, well I know who will find it funny and I know who won't. So I told Colin to pull me down. I suppose first I should say I first met Trevor on my first day at school. That would have been about 1983, which those of you that are good at maths, about 25 years ago. And I didn't know him at all before then, and I remember our first day of school, and this is genuine. We were put in those little desks with the inkwells and you put your Mr. Freeze through. And it came to 11 o'clock break, and my mother, God love her, had given me a banana. Trevor came with a little packed lunch, and he had a penguin bar. Times were good. 1983, remember now. I got sight of this penguin anyway. Would you like a banana? What are they like? I got the penguin anyway. Trevor got the banana. The next day I arrived in with a mandarin. And Trevor had a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I wouldn't mind, but I don't even like them. Would you like a mandarin? Are they nice, are they? Oh, they're nicer than bananas. Maybe 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was on a roll. Mother thinking she was sending me to school being healthy, and I was one enough that I took the hooligan. So I came in the next day with another bit of fruit, and Jesus, Trevor had a banana. Then he got wind of it. That was the end of the bars of chocolate. So that was the beginning of our relationship anyway, and we went through all of the years of school together, along with another big bunch who are here today, and no doubt that we'll be touching base with later. But like we made our Holy Communion together, and I had a photo there earlier on today, and I don't know if many of you have seen it, but it was a picture of the two of us at the back wall, looking sharp, like we are today. And the coincidental thing is that there were all these little girls with veils on them, as it was Holy Communion. No, I don't know if we got the snog that day, but I'm sure as hell we tried anyway. No, that is funny. But oh dear, no, that's true. But we went through all those years of school together anyway, and I think Joe mentioned on Trevor's capabilities as an athlete and as a footballer, and I think anything he did was he was excellent at it. And I remember, I might have to correct Joe on this, I think the first time Trevor played under 12 was in 1986, and Ballymotor playing Kerry, and it was under 12, and Trevor was 8, and my father Jack down the back there, don't give him the mic, he thinks he's Joe Dolan. It's you. Jack gave him a run anyway, and he started him on the first team on that day, after being obviously given the hairdryer effect in the dressing room, the 12-year-olds, when Trevor was 8. And Trevor scored 2 points, and he was only 8, but then he got a shoulder barge and he had to come off. But we won the final that day anyway. Well, Trevor and the team did. I was only there with a little bit of red and white on me, a little crepe paper hat. And so they were the formative years of his athletic capabilities. As Joe said, he won gold actually in under 6 at the community games, but he was too young to go to Mosney that time. So he went in the following year under 8, and he won gold in Sligo and Ballymote that year, and then he went on to Mosney and he won it. And I remember coming back down to school with the gold medal draped around him, and then of course he went on to do high jump and low jump and bust egg and spoon and whatever else Mosney does, you know. And then he took up badminton and everything else, and he just seemed to be very, very good at all of these things. And I realised then we were coming to about 12 or 13, it's a great way of attracting women. This Corn AC crack, you know, long distance running. And Trevor used to be meeting all these hot birds all the time, just talking and stuff. So I took up the bit of running myself. I haven't stopped. But I'm not with Corn AC. And so then we went into secondary school anyway, and we did all the usual things that teenagers would have done that time, like I suppose fishing and walking and cycling and visiting the old graveyard and that kind of thing. We often went bird watching too. Trevor loves pigeons. We went through the whole school thing up in secondary school and all that, and at that stage Trevor started playing. I didn't remember him playing under 16, but he certainly started playing minor for Sligo. And I remember we went to the first game in Corrafin, I think it was in County Galway, and they won that match, and as Joe said, they subsequently lost it. I think that was as close as he got to glory. We know Nigel went a little bit further, and there was a bit of heckling there, I noted earlier on, when the Kildare people were here, and we had mentioned that we beat them in 2001. You need to remember though, that the good superstars from Sligo were from Sligo. Larry Tompkins played with Cork, and Dermot Early is from Wisconsin. Nigel Clancy's from Ballymote, and Eamon O'Hara is from Tullastrand. They're all in Sligo. And Dermot ended up thinking after the leaving cert he started to take up nursing. Male nurse, obviously. And I remember one summer 1997, I rang him up, and I was a bit bored after first year in college, and I was talking to him. I was sitting on the end of the stairs, and I was doing a few hours in Hayden's pub. There was a general election on at the time. We had one TD that time, we've 2 now. And he says, "Come on over, Moose." I said, "Come on over, where? Come on over to London, Savage Crack." I said, "Where am I going to stay? Stay with me." "Where do you live?" "Show me your own place over here. When you're training, you get your own place." He says, "I packed my little bag, you know it." I went over to McCarrick's Guns N' Roses shop in Tubbercurry, who also sell flights. Good setup. I got my flight over for 40 quid one way. Couldn't afford the return flight. I was going to make a fortune in London on the buildings and all. And I went over and I met Trevor, and I had a couple of pints in the bar in Stansted, and he came in and he had bought me ticket into Liverpool Street. We made our way to Northwick Park where he was, and we got up to the students' residence. I said, "Yeah, we're not going in here. Come on, where's your place?" "Oh no, it's up here."